Welcome back to the channel, guys. We are back for episode 2 of the KTM 250. So let's go ahead and continue working on this engine, finish getting it put together, clean up the frame, and get the bike maybe even tested in this video. So this is as far as we got. The whole case is put together. Everything's good to go on the bottom end. There is a little tension on that needle bearing that I replaced, but that'll set in as we test the engine, so I'm not worried about that. We got the cylinder on, piston in. If you have questions about putting a piston in, there's a CR250 video that I have that is pretty relative. You just measure your ring gap per the spec sheet that comes with the piston, and then put your rings on and the circlip in and the piston in. So that's what we did. I did that off camera. Now we have the head. We need to clean up the head. Here, it's over here. The valves, the cylinder head. We need to clean this up a little bit. I don't want these shims to come out, so I'm gonna scrub this area, try to clean it up a little bit, but not too extensive, just to get it relatively clean so we can slap that puppy on. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that, and then we'll slide it on over the top of the piston. Okay, we got the head on, got our timing marks semi-matched up. I think there's it's a little off down here, so this one's a little below, that one's a little above, so once it turns it should level them both out. We'll have to check it after we run it. We may have to pull the head off and reset the timing, but camshaft tensioner is in there. It's decompressed. I wanted to show you guys, you have to compress it completely. So according to this, you compress it, wrong way. Compress it all the way down to the top. Right there, the top level. Reinsert it with a new O-ring, put the bolt in to 25 Nm, and then reach down in with a screwdriver and disengage it. So I'll show you what I mean. Let's see if I can find my flathead. So here's our camshaft tensioner. You can see there's play in the chain. We just reach down in, press on the piston behind the slide, and disengage it. Now you have your tension on there, and that should pull so that both of these are just above that line. Now we'll put the head back on, spark plug in. Actually, we'll rotate it a couple times and make sure everything's set and moving freely, and then we should be about ready to put it back in the bike. All right, we got the engine all buttoned up and cleaned up the valve cover gasket, put a little bead of black gasket maker on there, put it back on, replace some of the bolts. She's ready to go in. got the engine in. Now we just got to put the finishing touches on it. Seal it up, put some coolant in it, see if it'll fire. Keep going. Okay, we got the tank on. I don't have a silencer, so it'll be a little bit loud if it starts. Okay, I get a little bit ahead of myself, but we just saw that it ran, and I can't really set the idle until I have the air box on. So I went ahead and rinsed out and cleaned the intake boot. Box needs to be cleaned up a little bit more, but went ahead and threw on the subframe. I'm going to put the silencer on, and then we're going to put the air filter on and then try to fire it up again and see if we get a little bit better idle. Guys, I'm pretty pumped. That sounds good. Was able to get the idle as there's no the choke wasn't on, so excited. I ran it through that small little heat cycle. Next time I'll run it a little bit longer. We'll go ahead and button it up completely, get it ready for a test ride. Got a few more things to do, so what we're gonna do is just keep on working. I think next we will, let's see, probably top off the oil. It looked like it was a little bit low now that it's transitioned through the sump into the transmission. And yeah, we got to pull off the back tire, replace the sprocket, do the chain, then the graphics. So, and we still got to clean up the graphics, like the plastics still. So we're just going to keep working. I'm pumped. Thing runs good. All right, let's keep going.